Sell-off here today. Equity market there down as much as 2%. We're off some of the lows, but here are the worst hit sectors here. Everything from glass and ceramics, iron and steel, electrical and cable, paper and pulp. Those are really taking it on the chin here today. Volumes yesterday on the TAIEX were the second highest on record. Volumes today pretty high up there as well. We're talking about 80% higher than the 30-day average. So a lot of action happening in Taipei here today. Taking a look at the broad markets as well. Of course, we're still remembering that Japan and China are still closed. Thailand is also closed as well. So here's what's open. The Hang Seng moderately higher. We did get that GDP report coming out of Hong Kong. The GDP number is coming out gangbusters as well. The Kospi lower by about 0.5%. We got plenty more to come. This is Bloomberg. Watching Bloomberg Markets Asia, looking ahead to key stories investors are watching in India here today. Right on the agenda, India's central bank will auction of state government bonds. Adani Ports among the companies to also report fourth quarter earnings today. Plus, the PM Narendra Modi will hold a virtual summit with his UK counterpart Boris Johnson. Looking at issues pointing to pretty much hurt by the situation, prompting some containment measures at the state government level. There you have it, the Nifty futures pointing to a higher open right now. Now let's get the first one news with Ronnie Quinn in New York.
President Joe Biden is open to various ways forward for passing his $4 trillion vision for a better America. Bloomberg is being told that includes breaking his proposals into multiple bills. But Republicans are not on board with Biden's American Families Plan that calls for tax increases on the wealthy. There is support for some parts of his infrastructure-focused jobs plan. Biden says he sees bipartisan support, but corporations need to do their part.
But it's about time they start paying their fair share. It's about making a choice. You know, we have out there this year, you have 50 corporations making $40 billion and didn't pay a single penny in taxes. Not a single penny. I don't want to punish anybody, but everybody should chip in. Everybody should pay something along the road here.
Top diplomats from the US and the UK have pushed back against what they call Chinese and Russian violations of the global order. These include crackdowns on Uyghurs in Xinjiang province and the poisoning of Russian opposition figure Alexei Navalny. U.S. Secretary of State
Oh,
Antony Blinken
whoa.
and Foreign Secretary Dominic Raab pledged to unite democracies against autocracies. The theme is expected to feature prominently during G7 meetings. A Biden official tells Bloomberg the White House will support Pfizer's move to begin exporting U.S.-made doses of its coronavirus vaccine to nations desperately in need. In a statement to Bloomberg, the official says the company is ahead of schedule in its commitments to supply the U.S. Demand for shots in the U.S. has begun to wane, falling to 2.4 million a day for the last week, according to the Bloomberg Vaccine Tracker. Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates and Melinda Gates, his wife of 27 years, say they are divorcing but will continue to work together at the massive philanthropic foundation they created. They made the statement on Twitter. The two married in 1994 and have worked together to improve global health, literacy and combat climate change. Through their foundation, the couple has so far given away more than $50 billion. Global News 24 hours a day on air and on Bloomberg Quick Take, powered by more than 2,700 journalists and analysts in more than 120 countries. I'm Bonnie Quinn. This is Bloomberg. Haz.
And Bonnie, taking a look at markets pretty given that China, Japan, Thailand are on holiday. We have Asian markets mostly lower on the back of tech losses overnight. Tech stocks here, like TSMC, under a lot of pressure. Investors mulling over Powell's comment on an uneven recovery. Also, virus cases in India as well as some parts of Southeast Asia. Take a look at where the PCOM is right now, under pressure. This is the third worst performer in the world this year. COVID cases remain elevated, and analysts say shares could sink even deeper. 11% loss so far year to date. Looking at other asset classes, we have oil near 65. Traders betting on improving demand. Silver under pressure right now, down about 0.5%. We have Ether surging past 3,000 amid gains in other cryptocurrencies, currently lower by 0.9%, still above the 3,000, comfortable above 3,000, and Bitcoin at 55,739. Vaughn.
Yeah, let's stick to that crypto story because Ether is really challenging Bitcoin's dominance in the crypto market, soaring past 3,000 as we just saw there on Monday, up 350% in 2021 so far. Meanwhile, Bitcoin's been on a volatile run as well. We also spoke with Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao, telling Bloomberg that it's less volatile than assets like Apple or Tesla stock. Take a listen.
If you learn about cryptocurrencies, blockchain, you have to go through Bitcoin. You learn about Bitcoin first. But after that, they do venture out and say, hey, well, now there's a blockchain. Blockchain is not just Bitcoin. You don't have, there's a lot more you can do by, in addition to just transferring value. You can do smart contracts. You can do many other things. You can do NFTs. So all of these use cases are booming right now, and people need the other coins to do this type of new transactions. Ethereum is one of those clear examples. That's probably why Ethereum is going up.
CZ, my concern is, and you've been tweeting about this, a lot of people rip on Bitcoin and they don't even know what a public key is. Or you have people investing in your BNB, but they don't know the use case. They're just jumping in because the price is rising. And if you have too many people like that, that's irrational exuberance. That's froth in the system. And it doesn't provide a solid base for prices. That's why we get even more volatility. How do you look at volatility and people that are serious investors in crypto?
So I think it's the same proportion of people who are in traditional stock markets or any markets that's actively traded. There's always guys who do fundamental research and understand the underlying assets in a lot of detail. Some people understand BNB more than I do. And then there are people who just follow other people, who just following the herd. And there's always a large number of people following the herd, having the herd mentality than the guys who actually do serious research. That's just how advanced our civilization is right now, which is everywhere. So it's not unique to crypto. It is in crypto like that. The herd followers are less committed, but whenever there's some negative news, they run away. Whenever there's positive news, they try to rush in. So they do cause more volatility versus the sort of the die-hard fans who understand and really love the project. But it's the same thing in stock markets. There's nothing new in crypto, so volatility is everywhere. And actually, Bitcoin Yeah, Bitcoin is probably less volatile than a similar-sized assets like Apple stock or even Tesla stock.
I wonder about Binance. I talked to Anthony Trenchev about this with Nexo as well. They don't have any plans to go public right now, and you've said you don't have any plans to go public. Why not access the public markets, especially right now when your popularity, the momentum is there?
Sure. So I think we have a very good example of a private company that's done really, really well, and it's Bloomberg, right? So